So my dear students, my name is Ritras Kolita. Today we discuss about most interesting part of SS first year, that means which is also related with SS sections both first year and second year, that is dimension and its analysis. As ami SS first year to second year related dimension part 2 what ami physics or dimension part 2 what ami study karim. ঠিক আছে. So before we discuss about this chapter, আমি dimension part 2 study কৰাৰ আগতে আমি first তে already জানো যে what is physical quantity. So physical quantities are those quantity which can be expressed without any those quantity which can be measured. That means the measurable quantities are known as physical quantity. যিবিলাক ৰাশিক আমি জোখমাখ কৰিব পাৰো সেই ৰাশিখিনিক কি বুলি কোৱা হয় ভৌতিক ৰাশি বুলি কোৱা হয়. Okay, so that physical quantity is divided into two types. First one is fundamental quantity, which are independent. That means they can be expressed without any help of other quantity. For example, length, mass, time, current, temperature, luminous intensity, and amount of substance. So these are the fundamental quantity. অর্থাৎ মৌলিক ৰাশি যিবিলাক ৰাশিক প্ৰকাশ কৰিবৰ বাবে কাৰো সহায় ল'ব নালাগে সেই ৰাশিখিনিক কি বুলি কোৱা হয় মৌলিক ৰাশি বুলি কোৱা হয়. দৈৰ্ঘ্য, ভৰ, সময়, প্ৰবাহ, উষ্ণতা, পদাৰ্থৰ পৰিমাণ আৰু luminous intensity, পোহৰৰ প্ৰাবল্য. ঠিক আছে. Next, the physical quantity which can be expressed with the help of fundamental quantity are known as derived quantity. যিবিলাক ভৌতিক ৰাশি প্ৰকাশ কৰিবৰ বাবে মৌলিক ৰাশিসমূহৰ সহায় ল'বলগীয়া হয় সেইখিনি কি বুলি কোৱা হয় লব্ধ ৰাশি বুলি ক'ব পাৰি. For example, area, ক্ষেত্ৰফল, velocity, বেগ, volume, আয়তন, density, ঘনত্ব, দ্ৰুতি, speed, like this. So this physical quantity can be expressed with the help of fundamental quantity. So they are derived quantity. So now we discuss about the dimension and its analysis. So what is dimension? So when we discuss about a mathematical term, then it has a power. That means like this. Suppose we discuss about x, then it has a power. Suppose this is 1, 2, like this. Suppose x to the power n. So n is the power. Okay, n means power. So in case of dimension means it is the powers of fundamental quantity. Dimension means it is the powers of fundamental quantity. যেনেকৈ আমি এটা ইউনিট এটা থ্ৰুৱেদি আমি এটা ফিজিকেল কোৱান্টিটিক চিনাক্ত কৰিব পাৰোঁ. এটা ইউনিটৰ সহায়ত যেনেকৈ আমি এটা ফিজিকেল কোৱান্টিটিক চিনাক্ত কৰিব পাৰোঁ, আমি এটা ভৌতিক ৰাশিক চিনাক্ত কৰিবৰ বাবে এটা ইউনিটৰ সহায়ত আমি যেনেকৈ চিনাক্ত কৰিব পাৰোঁ. That means a physical quantity can be identified by using a unit. But through a unit we can identify a physical quantity. Similarly, by using dimension we can identify a physical quantity. একেদৰে ডাইমেনশনৰ থ্ৰুৱেদি আমি এটা ফিজিকেল কোৱান্টিটি কি কৰিব পাৰোঁ আইডেন্টিফাই কৰিব পাৰোঁ. That means, so dimension means, what is dimension? It is the powers. Dimension means it is the powers of fundamental quantity. যিখিনি fundamental quantity পাইছো, length, mass, time, যি সাতটা fundamental quantity পাইছো, সেই fundamental quantity খিনি power খিনি এনেকুৱা ধৰণে এক্সপ্ৰেছ কৰা হয় যাতে which represent a physical quantity. That means dimension is the powers of fundamental quantity which can be expressed a physical quantity. Okay? Next, formula. Dimensional formula. The formula which tells us how a physical quantity can be expressed. যিটো ফৰ্মুলাই এটা ফিজিকেল কোৱান্টিটি কেনেকৈ এক্সপ্ৰেছ কৰিব পাৰি তাৰ কমপ্লিট আইডিয়াটো দিব পাৰে. That is known as dimensional formula. Suppose meter, that means it is length. Kg, that means it is mass. Meter per second, that means it is speed or velocity. Okay, so similarly by using dimension we can easily identify the physical quantity. Okay, so how we get dimension? Okay. Dimension and its analysis. dimension আৰু ইয়াৰ analysis কৰিব পাৰা ঠিক আছে so if you consider length its first letter is L in case of length its first letter is L okay so next mass time so in these three fundamental quantity this length can be represented as L M can be represented by this M and T can be represented by this T okay so L M T so this L M T be the dimensional formula of length mass and time that means L be the dimensional formula of length M be the dimensional formula of mass and T be the dimensional formula of time so the power of L is ইয়াৰ power কিমান a L ওপৰত কিমান আছে একো নাই মানে ইয়াত L ওপৰত কিমান আছে 1 আছে that means 1 is the power of L so 1 is dimension suppose a physical quantity can be represented by like this suppose M to the power a L to the power b T to the power c M to the power a L to the power b T to the power c a physical quantity is this a physical quantity dimension this is a physical quantity can be represented by a photic rakhik ami enake represents koisu M to the power a L to the power b T to the power c okay so here this is the dimensional formula of that physical quantity unknown physical quantity M to the power a L to the power b T to the power c this is the dimensional formula of that quantity and this a b and c be the dimension this is dimension and this whole is known as dimensional formula this is known as dimensional formula and these powers are known as dimension okay but what is dimension definition likhi lo what is dimension it is the powers of fundamental quantity which can be expressed a physical quantity the powers of fundamental quantity which can be expressed a physical quantity is known as dimension okay or the powers of fundamental quantity which can arise to represent a physical quantity the powers of fundamental quantity which arise to represent a physical quantity is known as dimension okay next dimensional formula the formula which tells us how a physical quantity can be expressed okay so from this we can understand like this suppose dimensional formula of a unknown physical quantity is M to the power a L to the power b T to the power c dimensional formula of a unknown physical quantity is this eta unknown physical quantity dimensional formula suppose ami etu enake likhisu thik ase so here this M to the power a L to the power b T to the power c this is the dimensional formula of that quantity but a b c be the dimension of that unknown physical quantity okay so here you see so this length can be represented by M mass can be represented by M and time can be represented by T So LMT with the dimensional formula of length, mass and time. Okay. So next, current. Current. Unit of current is ampere. Unit of current is ampere. So it's represented by A. Okay. So dimensional formula of current is A. Next, temperature. Unit of temperature is Kelvin. So dimensional formula of K. Temperature is K. Amount of substance. Amount of substance. Its dimensional formula is L. Okay? So all are, when we expressed in formula, then they are right in between a square bracket. Tak ami eta square bracket or bitor neke likha hoy. Length, mass, time, current, temperature and amount of substance. So this is the dimensional formula of fundamental quantity. Okay? So next we discuss about derived quantity, dimensional formula of derived quantity. Derived quantity. Suppose area. Area. Length square. Length square. Length means L. So dimensional formula of area is L square. Area dimensional formula kiman? L square. ঠিক আছে? Volume. Length cube. Length cube. So its dimensional formula is L cube. L cube be the dimensional formula of volume. Next, density. Mass by volume. Mass by volume. ঘনত্ব সমান ভর বাই আয়তন. For mass, dimensional formula m. Volume L cube. Volume L cube. So its dimensional formula is m L to the power minus 3. ইয়াক আমি ওপৰলৈ লৈ অহা হয়, তলত লিখা নহয়. m L to the power minus 3. Density. Next, speed. Speed. Distance by time. Distance by time. দূরত্ব by সময়. So distance means L, time means T. So this LT inverse 1. Dimensional formula speed, which is equal to velocity. So dimensional formula of velocity is LT inverse 1. Okay? Next, acceleration. Acceleration. Torrent. Speed, দ্রুতি. Velocity, বেগ. Torrent. Velocity divided by time. Acceleration means. So velocity LT inverse 1. LT inverse 1. Time T. So its dimensional formula LT inverse 2. So dimensional formula of acceleration is LT inverse 2. Okay? Next, force. Force. Mass into acceleration. That means F equal to ma. Mass means m. and acceleration means LT inverse 2. So it will be MLT inverse 2. Force MLT inverse 2. Okay. Next, pressure. Force by area. চাপ প্ৰতি একক ক্ষেত্ৰফলত ক্ৰিয়া কৰা বল force per unit area. So force means MLT inverse 2, area means L square. So LL cancel, ML inverse 1 T inverse 2, ML inverse 1 T inverse 2, that is pressure. Dimensional formula pressure. Next, work. Work. Force into displacement. কাৰ্য সমান বল পূৰণ হৰণ. Force into displacement. Force means ML T inverse 2 and displacement means L. Force is ML T inverse 2, displacement means L. So it will be ML square T inverse 2. Dimensional formula of work is ML square T inverse 2. And here you see power of M is 1, power of L is 2, power of T is minus 2. So 1, 2, minus 2 be the dimension of work. 1, 2 and minus 2 be the dimension of work. M L square T inverse 2 be the dimensional formula of work. Okay? So which is similar to the dimensional formula of energy. Dimensional formula of energy is M L square T inverse 2. Okay? So these are preliminary dimensional formula. Preliminary dimensional formula. Next, another one, surge. Surge. Adhan. Current into time. Q equal to IT. Okay, class 10 of Paisa. Current into time. Current means A. Time means T. Surge equal to current into time. That is AT. Okay? So these are preliminary dimensional formula. Okay? Next, another one, power. Rate of work done. Rate of work done. কাৰ্য সম্পাদনৰ হাৰক ক্ষমতা বলে power. Work by time. Work by time. So work equal to ML square T inverse 2 divided by time T. So it will be ML square T inverse 3. So this is the dimensional formula of power. Okay. So dimensional formula of defined physical quantity. Today we discuss up to this dimensional formula of different physical quantity. Okay. So next, after this we can discuss about dimensional analysis. That means how a dimensional formula, how a formula can be set. Okay. Thank you.